Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and I am on today sharing a Country Craft Creations design team project. I will have a tutorial for this, but it probably won't be for a couple days, so probably like Friday. If you did not know, I had this cough, and if I talk too much, I choke on camera. So I don't have editing or don't know how to edit. So I just am trying to give my voice a little break. But we're going to do the walkthrough and then I'll show you, sorry, some of the items I used for this project. And yeah, let's just get into it. I do sound a little congested as well, just because I don't know why, but I watched the impact statements, the victim impact statements of the Bryan Kohberger sentencing, which I shouldn't have done. I was crying the whole time. Okay, back to this Be Happy little situation here. So I mostly use, well, not mostly, I did use, let me show you. I used Doodlebug's 6x8 paper pad. They now have 6x8 Be Happy collection, as well as the petite print assortment pack, which I just love. And these are my scraps that I have left, and I do have, oh, they're not in here, I have some of like the white gray papers left, just a couple. And sorry, I'm gonna keep like coughing, so I apologize. So this is a 6.5 by 8.5 album. This is the front, obviously. I did use just some flowers that I made and some leaves that I die cut from my stash. I had a doily in my stash. I have a die that I used for that. Normally, I would have used a Doodlebug doily, but I didn't have white. I had all the other colors, but not white, so I had to use this one. And then I used just some enamel dots. I did pop this 4x4 up on scrap chipboard, but I did put the little, what is it, all about eyes, I think. Let me see, I have it. Oh, an eye for an eye. I love these. These are a must-have. Must. So stinking cute. So I used those on the bee. Here is the spine. It's a 1.5 inch spine. You might want to go 2 inches, and in the tutorial I might make it 2 inches. We will see, because I do have this baby already pretty full without any photos in it. And as always with my tutorials and project shares, I share things that I probably would do different, so that way you have options. And then here is the back. I don't love the back, but excuse me, I had a couple sheets left of some really pretty papers that I want to save for another project. So this is what the back looks like here. This is from the sticker sheet. This is one of the, I think this was one of the tags maybe, and I cut off the top. Now I don't remember. I think this was one of the tags that I cut. Oh, well, I guess I could look. You guys, I'm trying really hard not to choke and get through this video. I don't know what it is. It's just a weird, nasty cough. Oh, yeah. So I basically like cut this off, and you'll see it in the book, and then I had this piece left. So I think I did it to all 3 of these right here. Okay. And I used, this is from the border strip, as well as this here, and then I just kind of continued my ribbon here. I did want to quickly just show, because my ribbon is a wire ribbon. You still can use, I think using wire ribbon is fun because it keeps a shape. You don't have to. You could pull any wire out of your ribbon. But what I did do, so that over time, you know, it wasn't like pokey right here. So I'll just show you guys. Hopefully I can show you. I push the wire up. I grab it. Maybe. Maybe not. Ah, I lost it. You just want to get enough to trim a little off. So I don't know if you guys, you probably can't see that. No, but right there, see that? I am going to cut that off. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. You know, I just like to share. That's all we're doing is sharing. So now it's stuck because these scissors are like magnetic. Cut that off, and now the wire is down here, and I can come in and give my little end, like a little fishtail, like so. I will use like my lighter just to seal that up. But just wanted to share with you how I did that. If you do choose to use like a wire ribbon, you don't want the wire to poke anybody right there. So there's that. But I thought it was cute doing this little buffalo check with the border strip here and then continuing it there. I also used this punch. It's a lace punch, doily punch that you can get from Country Craft Creations. So I'll have everything linked below of what, if things are still available. But that's what I used right there. And then this is just a strip, just a little scrap. Just because I wanted a pop of yellow. Okay, and I got lots of ribbon action going on here. And again, I'll give you guys options. So I was looking at one of my favorite Halloween albums. And so I was like, I'm just going to do that again. I used components of it. I didn't do the whole album the same. But this part over here, for the most part, is the same. And then the back. So basically, the inside covers. So here is my project. I think it's so cute. And you know I had to highlight, of course, the aqua turquoisey tealy color. So I have the, and again, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have the acetate. Let me try. Let's see if I put this. Just so you can see the acetate. I have the honeycomb acetate here. It flips open like this. And then, so I already have a tutorial on how to do this part. But for this one, I think I added an extra gusset on the inside. But I kind of just did, let me get these scissors out of the way. I'm trying to get this all in there. Just did 4x4 photo spots right here and added some pieces. These are stickers. I did not have all the chit chat, odds and ends, all that. All I had was some of a sticker sheet left. And I'll show you real quick. I had this, the puffy icons, shape sprinkles. I think I used this in here somewhere. As well as, is that the shape sprinkles? I don't know. I might have put this back in the wrong, I don't know which ones, because I don't know which one the honeybees are. Because I think these are the honeybees, not the shape sprinkles. You could see I've been using stuff. Okay. And I also used an angled punch, which I don't know if CCC has back in stock, but I had an angled punch. And for the tags, we'll just get this all out of the way for the most part. For the tags, I used my square punch to punch out. Anytime I have a tag sheet, I use my square punch. Just show you real quick, if I could breathe. And I come in and I punch these all out, nice and easy and straight. So I will link, CCC does have a square punch. They just brought in a 1-inch square punch. So I will have that linked as well. But this book has tons of space for photos, tons. So you have a pocket. So what is different on this one, I think, did I do it? Oh yeah, I added a 1/8 of an inch gusset here versus my Halloween version. But you have photo mats. I didn't do the backs of these. Of course, a little photo spot here. Here is where I cut those tags just for the tops. I mean, you could put the bottoms under there, but why waste that? I was like, no, I'm not wasting those cute little images. And then same thing on this side. I did mat most of my stickers, if I remembered, in black cardstock. And this is open, So it could be a little tuck spot. I could drop a little tag in there as well. Folds up like that. Then we have this side. So when you see the construction of how I make the pages, this really is just one piece of like 12 by 12 right here, and then I add things onto it. But again, you'll see that in construction. So it's 2 pages and they mirror each other. So I do have magnets in here. I have little tags. They're so cute. You can add ribbon to them. You can mat them. I just haven't done that yet. Then I put my tie up to the top on this one, and then the back page, the tie is down to the bottom. But you can use magnets as well, or nothing, and you'll be just fine. And it opens up to this. This is a belly band, of course, with a large 5x7 photo spot. But these are so cute. Oh my gosh, I created a little waterfall. I can't do it, but, and you can still put a photo here. But with the 49 and Market InstaFlips, and if she still has some in stock, I will link them. But this is the 3x4 set, but there's a variety of different sizes. And this was my first time using these, and they're so stinking cute. So you could use it as just a flap, like one flap. But I was like, hey, why don't I try doing like a waterfall? And I could have kept going, but I also wanted to use this still for a photo spot for 4x4. So then opens up to this. Now these I did not mat because I was getting chunky as always because of all my double matting. So I just left those clean. And then you have a large pocket here, a spot for a photo there, photos, photos. I hate this white paper I have, has like little spots on it. I don't know why. And this one I did upside down because I did both of them like this as I was putting the paper on and realized, so now it's like this. Oh well. Oh my gosh. But this is so cute. This would be cute in any paper. But I was trying to do like an easier project and I just kept going. I don't know how this happens to me all the time. They just keep growing. Because so same thing here. I only have one tag in the top here. Then this opens down here to the same little waterfall, little sleeves. So cute. And you have a nice photo here, nice photo mat there. Like I said, just lots of room for photos. I mean, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, just right here. So we have the same thing on the other side. So we know we're already at 22. So I would say a good 40 can fit in this. Okay, now here. This is not, I did not cut this even. It's okay, we're just going with it. But I do wish I would have put the honeycomb paper on the actual honeycomb flap. But I had already put it here and I only had one more piece. I didn't want to cut it up. So I was like, we're just going with it. Just going with it. But that's what I would have done, is put the honeycomb on the honeycomb. And then this piece, which this one and this one are my favorite, just because it has all the colors. And I love the colors mixed together. So cute. This is from one of those tags that I cut the top off of. And then I added just some stickers. Open. So these are nice and plain. Again, because your girl was already getting thick. Thick. And then here is a photo mat. I made a pocket with using one of the long cut apart so you can write stuff there. Add photos here. And I probably would add like a gusset on this one for sure. Like a 1/8 inch gusset. And then you would have to do that on the flap as well if you choose to do it. But there you guys go. Just wanted to give you an idea of what the project is. Doing a quick little walkthrough. And then we will do a tutorial again, I mean, just doing this walkthrough, I am struggling to not cough. And if you can hear, I do have a cough drop in my mouth. It doesn't help. I don't know. It just doesn't help. It's whatever it is. It's when I breathe in, then that nasty phlegm that's on my lungs, so disgusting, wants to choke me. So that's where we are. But I couldn't wait to show you guys this because it's so stinking cute. So I will have everything linked below. If you want to make a purchase, I would hurry and snag that 6x8 album. But don't forget, like, get some of the 12x12 singles, the petites, of course. But like, I wish I would have had more of this paper for sure. I love this plaid. So I do wish I would have picked up more of that. But let me get this a little straighter. It looks a little cray-cray right now. I love the wire. The wire lets you just kind of form it, make it look cute on display. But there you guys go. So let me know what you guys think of this cutie patootie. You can have a lot of fun with it. Like I said, it could be great in any paper. And like I said, today is Wednesday. It'll be Friday that the tutorial is available. So stay tuned for that. Again, trying not to choke and cough in you guys' ear. Oh my God, don't laugh, Tiffany. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I will have everything linked below. If you haven't already, check out Country Craft Creations and see all the goodies that she has. Oh my goodness, I'm choking. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.